From the heart of the city, straight to your radio. Honest, intimate, real. This is where love gets real and real gets deep. It's not just talk, it's the Love Talk Show. Are you ready? Then let's dive in right now.
A very good evening to all of you. The Love Talk Show is on air again, and with me, as every day, my wife next to me, Andrea.
Hello, Peter. Hello, you that are there, and you are anxious. Maybe not anxious, but you want to be part of our program today, Love Talk Show, and you are more than welcome. Please be our guest and stay tuned because today's theme is...
Well, today's theme is the one. We are going to talk about the one. Don't forget, this program is dedicated to love life. That's why the title Love Talk Show. And today we are going to talk about the one. Do you really believe that there is the one that will be compatible with you and
100%
is the perfect person for yourself, the one that will bring emotional fulfillment, the one that will bring everything that you are looking for? Are you the kind of person that do believe that there is the one, or are you the kind of person that you believe that you have to work on in order to find that the one, or to be the one?
Yeah, because that's a very interesting one. People search for the one, but we have to bring it to ourselves. Am I the one that someone is searching for? Well, this is a very good question.
Well, the Love Talk Show is going to talk about this today. If you have friends, family members that you know they are talking about this, tell them to tune in the Liberty Radio and to join the Love Talk Show.
Today we're tackling one of the most ingrained ideas in pop culture and romance, the myth of the one. It's this beautiful yet often damaging belief that there is one single perfect person in the world meant just for you. Once you find them, the story goes, you're set for life. A changeless, effortless connection where everything is perfect because it was destiny. This idea creates an unrealistic expectation. When a relationship hits a snag, as all do, the believer in the one can be devastated. They believe that if this perfect person is no longer in their life, their entire world will collapse and they will be left alone forever. This is the danger of the myth. It hinders genuine connection and growth because it sets an impossible standard. Take the famous song, You're Still the One by Shania Twain. It was a beautiful anthem about defying the odds and staying together. Shania wrote it with her then husband and producer, Robert Mutt Lange. They were married for 17 years and their professional and personal partnership seemed unbreakable. Yet, they divorced in 2010 after it was revealed that Lange had an affair with Twain's best friend. The song about being the one for life did not protect their marriage from real-world problems. This story challenges the myth, showing that even the most meant-to-be relationships require conscious effort and integrity to survive. The statistics reveal the impact of this belief system. A 2014 study published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that individuals who believe in the concept of a soulmate are less likely to address and resolve conflicts in their relationships compared to those who subscribe to the journeymate perspective. This emphasizes the idea that relationships require effort and growth. People with a soulmate belief are more inclined to view disagreements as indicators of incompatibility, undermining their meant-to-be narrative. Additionally, A 2022 article in Psychology Today noted that both men and women who adopt the soulmate model often experience profound disappointment when confronted with the realities of love and marriage. So, do you believe in the one? What happens when you lose that person? Do you truly believe you'll never find anyone else? And is love a magical connection or the consistent everyday choice to build a life with someone you value? We'll explore how to move beyond the myth of the one and build the love that is strong and real. Stay tuned.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Andrea, when we are talking about the one and what many have in mind is the one is that person that has shared interests, shared goals, hobbies. Is the person who is not creating conflicts, is not bringing dramas into the relationship.
Differences even.
Is the one that is constantly happy, in a good humor, is a person that is always willing to do whatever the other one is expecting of, is the one who never complains or never says no, who is there all the time, is the one. This idea that people sometimes have of the one, and this is what we want to talk in today's program. We've seen Andrea, people everywhere among their friends on social media. Sometimes they are traveling to another country, trying to find the right and the perfect match, someone who will perfectly match with them and who will make them happy. And today, in today's program, we call this person the one.
So the ideal of perfection, when you mentioned the characteristics of the one that people bear in mind, I was thinking, well, maybe that's a Barbie or a Ken. Please don't mind the advertisement, but that's a teddy bear. That's a person that ideally everyone wants, but that doesn't match the reality, because we are human beings and we do dislike and we do disagree and we have our own pains, complaints, even likes or dislikes.
Do you?
We all do. And whoever does not, please throw the first stone. I don't think that's possible, but we do have people's opinions. Let's see what people think about this theme, Ricardo.
Well, outside we have those who believe there's the one, the other half, the person that perfectly will match with them. We have people that maybe do not believe in this. Our report went outside and aiming to find and talk with people about this subject. Let's all hear what people said.
Straight from the people, straight to you. The word on the street.
Have you ever felt pressure to find the one? Where did that come from?
I think I never found pressure, because actually I found my loved one when I was quite young, and I've been married for 30 years. Yeah, almost 30 years. Next year will be 30 years. And I believe people, they are finding the pressure because I think nowadays people, they don't believe in love anymore. And I think that's the main reason. That's why everybody's in a rush. No, I need to find my loved one. But I don't feel that. For me, it's more like being loyal, being like friendly, because my husband is my best friend. And I think it's more like someone you can count on no matter what. Yeah, that's all really important to me, because there's people looking for perfection. I don't believe in perfection. Actually, I like the imperfection. because like there is a way to fix and there is a way to know each other, because if there was perfection, there was nothing to be fixed. And I don't think it's that I like that. I like the idea of imperfection.
No, I don't think I've ever felt pressure to find the one. I think it's a bit of an outdated concept now. And I think that you find the person after often lots of attempts. I think not having the idea of the one has actually made me a bit more relaxed, because you don't feel pressure to find the one. And it means you can just enjoy yourself with the 2s and the 3s and the 4s and the 5s. I think that in today's world, I think it's very, very hard to keep things strong and long, but your best bet is to make each other smile.
No. I have not felt pressure to find the one. I was preoccupied with with other more important aspects of life. So I wasn't concerned about the one. I think I am the one. I'm fine. I'm very privileged. I've got a lovely family, and and I have myself every day. And if people's idea of finding the one makes them happy, then they should seek the one for them. I value a gentleman. That's number 1. And number 10, number 100, number 1,000. That's what's important. A complete gentleman. I'm a traditionalist, so I believe in blue jobs and pink jobs. I think a man has a role and a woman has a role. And if everybody does their job, both individuals in the relationship should be happy. I am terrible at DIY. I am not going to fix a car. But, on the same note, I don't think that my husband would be breastfeeding my child. So, everybody's got a job. So if the gentleman does his role and the lady does her role, they both should be fantastic.
Yes, I guess so, when I was younger. So we've been together for nearly 28 years, and we met when I was in my 30s and had been married previously. So he's my rock and my soulmate and somebody I can talk to about anything. And we talk to each other. We talk to each other a lot. We're good at communicating. I've fallen in love several times, and this was, it just felt, I had a very, very strong feelings from the start. But of course, you don't really know until you start seeing somebody, do you, whether it's going to work out. So for both of us, we were both, not young. We hadn't met at uni or anything like that. So, we kind of felt our way into it, but we were positive about it, I think, from the start, yeah. I think you have to find time for each other, try not to take each other for granted, and communicate, always communicate. And even when it's difficult things to communicate, but it's still important to be able to talk about things which are difficult, which you're going to come across in a relationship.
I think all pressure is self-inflicted. So there's no pressure. It's what you put on yourself. But to be honest, in terms of finding love, the best relationship you can have is with yourself. Me, myself, and I. Those 3 things, the Holy Trinity. Me, myself, and I. So once you figure those 3 components out, everything will come naturally. I just think people come into your life for different reasons, to learn different lessons. It all depends on your values. If your values align, then maybe we can be friends or whatever. Let nature do its thing. But I think at the forefront of your life is your values.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Well, we are talking about the one, and as always, when our reporter goes outside, the reporter is bringing to us what people think, and it's amazing the variety and how different people think about the same subject, regardless age, regardless culture. But it's what people, they think, and I do appreciate, and I say thank you to everyone who was sharing their important opinion with us. But coming back here to the topic, today's topic, that we are talking about the one, the one that will, when we talk about the one, Andrea, we are talking about someone that is in a such level and is such perfect.
So perfect.
Or so perfect that no one can reach such perfection. No one can go there. When we are talking about the one, and there are people who believe in this, they will find someone who will be constantly happy. Happiness is something that is within this person, and this person will not cry, will not wake up with lack of humor. This person will not wake up in a bad mood. They do believe, these people do believe they will have a man next to them that will have how do I say? I remember what we've seen once in a video, a mind reader.
Oh, mind reader, that's a good one.
Yeah, Men's Translator, do you remember?
Men's Translator, yeah.
Yeah.
That's very unrealistic.
Yeah, so...
to say the least.
But, that will bring a complete fulfillment, that will stay the same person and in the same condition forever. And even if it was like this, which is not, and we all know, any person knows that this is not real, but even if this happens, I think people will get very bored to live with someone that is always the same person and the same thing, and you know already what to expect out of this man or woman.
It's like we were saying before, it's like an anatomic doll or dummy, I believe that's the way they say, that it's just there to keep people company. And you know that there exists people, they get married with this type of beings, if I can call it that way, because I don't even have the right name to call it. But just because of that, because they are there, they don't talk, they don't say anything, they don't disagree. And maybe that's why people get attached to these type of things. And the danger of the myth, I was here thinking, is believing in the one that can be an unrealistic person, because it brings up unrealistic expectations. The fear of commitment or abandoning good relationships. People might go through this because they didn't find the one. The one that they idealized, the perfect one. Or if he doesn't like what I like, he's not the one.
Well, but for a period of time, we can like of the same thing. For a period of time, for me to please you, I can do the things that you want, and I'm not being fake. I'm just trying to please you and to
get along with you, even.
Exactly.
Build something up.
I'm trying to gain this person's attention or care or love or whatever, and not being fake. Don't misunderstand me, but there will be a day that I will show that I have also my limitations, my flaws, that I'm not perfect. And if we start already a relationship with this mentality, no, he is the one or she is the one, and with this idea, these romantic ideas that comes from stories, movies, soap operas, and etc. They believe that love is like a fate. It's written in the stars. He or she is meant to be mine, or I was meant to be this person's. And as soon as you face the first obstacle, or you face the first difficult moment in life, a person, Andrea, goes down. All this illusion of I have the perfect man or the perfect woman next to me falls, collapses, is destroyed. And often we see people giving up on something they could work on, and they are giving up just because they say it's not the one. We don't have the same compatibility. We don't understand each other in the same way, and sometimes it's not they don't understand in the same way.
Something manageable.
No, sometimes it's new problems, new obstacles, new challenges, things that are coming today on their way that were not coming before because they were not living together. They were not sharing the same house, the same apartment. They were not paying the same bills. Maybe 1 week or 1 year or 10 years ago, the reality, what they had in life was something, and today it's something completely different. And this idea of the one automatically, Andrea, automatically makes me think, no, I have the one, he or she is the perfect. So if someone needs to do something here, that person is the one. That person is the one. You are the one who has to fix it. You are the one who has to pay it. You are the one who has to forgive. You are the one who has to understand me. You are the one. And you will never find someone like this.
So I was thinking about the idea of the one when you fall in love for a person. And I had a situation, do you mind me sharing with our listeners? So I dated for the first time. I was 12 and he was 16, so it was very childish. Of course, we broke up because I was not going to get married when I was 12. But then later on, I got to know the person that I thought it was the one. And I was really in love. It was not Ricard. It was not Peter. It was not my husband that is here by my side now. So it was the person that I thought he is the one. So because I thought that he was the one, in the beginning, everything was roses and butterflies, like we usually say. It was nice. It was very beautiful. But then afterwards, he made a decision. He went to live far away from me. And he started, so we finished, we ended the relationship, if we could call it that way. We dated, yes, that's the truth. And then he started to get to know other people. And I knew about that because I would see him once in a while with other people. But I still thought that he was the one. So I was still waiting for him. So once he started talking with someone, that one finished the same way that our relationship finished. And then he started talking to another one, and I was still there waiting because in the back of my mind he was the one. And then he started dating other person and other people, and I was like thinking to myself, wait a minute, why am I like, why did I stop my life, or I placed my life on pause waiting for this person, saying that this person is the one? Because I'm receiving signs, clear signs, that he's not the one. He's someone to someone else, the one to someone else, but not to myself. So I stopped saying and taking for granted that he was the one. And I said, I gave my life to the one I believed. And I said, okay, the person that will be for me will be the person that will start talking to me. We will date and we will get married. And then when I finally put an end to that situation, the one, if I can say it, that was really meant to be for me, and I'm not saying that was fate, but he came, he approached, so Peter, my husband,
that the one took a few years.
Took a few years, and I didn't mind because I don't want it to be living in a fantasy, in La La Land. So I took more attention, I paid more attention to the signs.
Well, but we are talking about this example, and you were sharing something that happened when you were 12 years old. And obviously 12 years old, you were still a child, I'm sorry.
No, that was the first, you didn't pay attention. That was the first relationship. Years after, I was already 17, 18.
Pronto.
And then I got married with you when we were 20. So the first relationship was really La La Land because I was a child. But the following one...
But the truth, Andrea, is some are still... living in a world where they are convinced that love is a cosmic lottery that is coming out of nowhere. It will be an explosion or a big bang, if you can say it, that will happen in their love life, and magically will happen. And it's not the way that you will find what you are looking for. I still have an uncle that one day came to me. I was already married, and when he finally could talk to my wife and know about her, he called me aside and he said, "You are really lucky, huh? You have so much luck in your life." And it's not a matter of being lucky. It's not a matter of luck. It's not a matter of something, an explosion happening. It's the result of work. It's the result of something that we are planning and we are working on. We are working on ourselves. We are working on things that we can have control upon around us. And we are provoking this to happen. And we provoke this to happen when we try to be also the one. We try to be the one that the other one that sometimes you don't know, you believe they are in need of. And when you do this, when you are working on you, that's a reality that you are facing every single day. And that's a reality that it's hard to deal with. But this is when you are getting prepared for you to find the right person, the one that will also be working on him or herself, and together you will match, not because you were meant for each other, but because you work on each other and you are working on your love life, and together you will work for whatever you want to achieve as a couple.
And you don't lower your standards, like I was saying, because sometimes you disregard very important signs. You disregard things that are meant to build or to destroy a relationship. And those signs or those characteristics, by saying this, I don't mean he's very tall or he's very short, he has a lot of hair, plenty of hair, or no hair at all. Those are not the signs. So character signs, that's what we are saying here. If the person still talks to you and talks to 2 or 3 more, so that's a very huge sign, a red sign that he's not the person that is supposed to be with you. If you are not willing to lower your standards, and we shouldn't be lowering our standards to fit in someone else's world. That's not how it works.
Well, let's listen to this song and then we are coming back.
It feels like all the songs have probably all been sung, but I wanna bring you something true, something that moves you. I don't have all the words to tell you how much you're worth, but I wanna bring you something true, something that moves you. From the dawn to the is a little faith, a little faith. All it takes is a little praise, a little praise. What a joy, what an honor that I can say I lit up a smile on my Father's face. All it takes is a little faith, a little faith. All it takes is a little praise, a little praise. What a joy, what an honor that I can say I lit up a smile on my Father's face. From the dawn to the dusk of my days, from the depths of my soul and with all of my strength, here is my heart in just one phrase. Jesus, I love you, I love you. When I say it, I mean it, it's true. And I hope you can see it in all that I do. I know it might be nothing new. Jesus, I love you, I love you, I do. Oh, I love you and you. And it's nothing new, but still I choose. I love you, I love you, yeah. I love you, I love you, I love you.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio. Real stories, real dilemmas, real solutions. Only on the Dear Love Talk Show.
He likes me, and I like him too, but he said he's not ready and wants me to wait. Should I wait for him or move on?
Well, he likes me and I like him too, but he says it's not ready.
He's not ready.
Well, if it's not ready, why should you wait for someone who says is not ready? What's the point of waiting for someone who tells himself and everyone that he's not ready? If you look to yourself and you see that you are ready, you are prepared, and that person is saying it's not ready, maybe this is a clear sign that it's not going to work. But we can see, wait a little bit. Okay, you can wait. There's no problem whatsoever. But you will wait until when? For how long will you be there waiting for someone whose excuse is I'm not ready, I'm not prepared? We can give, and everyone deserves the chance of getting prepared, getting ready. Let's use this word. But if you are ready and the other person is not, so you have to move on. You have to progress, because as long this person is waiting for someone else to be prepared, this person will be just waiting and delaying what they want or they desire for their lives.
You know what I was thinking? That nowadays we don't really like to wait. Even, for example, if you ordered food and they told you 30 minutes, you go there after 1 hour and it's still not ready, you get impatient. It's like the person didn't fulfill their word. So imagine if with food, with clothing, something like an object, we feel like that, it makes us feel like that, kind of disrespected in a way. So imagine with people, we do understand that that person might not be ready. We don't know for what, because here our listener didn't say to start talking, get engaged or get married or dating. But this brings up also something that it's important to mention here: insecurity. So if that person is insecure in the sense of making a decision now, this can be reflected in a future relationship that you might engage in, and it will bring, so a future relationship, either engagement or marriage, will bring much more important or bigger decisions. So indecision or insecurity, it's already a bad sign for me.
Well, if you want your question to be answered here in the Love Talk Show, you can send to us your question and email us to love@uckg.org.
I will trust in you and know that you are with me forever. I'll confide in you, 'cause you're the only answer that matters. Even in the darkness, you will be my light. Even when I'm hopeless, you will be my guide. I will not be shaken, I will not be moved. Even in the chaos, I know that you're good. You're the keeper, protector. It is you that holds us together.
Trust in you, your thoughts and plans of me, they are good, and I will wait on you. I know that you will see me through, and even in the darkness, you will be my light, and even when I'm hopeless, you will be my guide. So I will not be shaken, I will not be moved. And even in the chaos, I know that you're good. You're the keeper, protector. It is you that holds us together. When everything else fails us, it is you that holds us together. Yes, you're the keeper, the protector. It is you that holds us together. When everything else fails us, it is you that holds us together. Holds us together. You're the keeper. Oh, yes, you are. It is only you. When everything else fails us, it is you that holds us together. You're the keeper. You're the protector. You're the keeper, protector. It is you that holds us together. When everything else fails us, it is you that holds us together.
I was at home with my mum. I was visiting her for the weekend, and I got a call from my dad, and he said to me on the phone, He was like, I don't want anything to do with you. You're no longer my daughter. I only have one daughter. Essentially, he disowned me for something that I didn't do for no reason at all. And I would say that would be one of the worst moments of my life. I was living with my mum when I was younger. It was just me and my mum. My dad was in my life, but very early on he left, so they were separated. And I was living with my mum, we were fine, it was me and her, and then she just decided to get married. So then my stepdad came into the picture. Our relationship was not very good. We wouldn't have arguments, but there'll be disagreements, there'll be tension. And I'd find it really hard to communicate with him, really hard to be in the same space with him. And over time, I grew resentment against him. I mean, first and foremost, my dad wasn't around, so I didn't know much about him when I was younger. And then I had someone that was supposed to be a father figure for me, but I never really felt like he was there for me. Then my dad decided to get back in contact with me. I was around 11 years old this time. But the way that he got in contact with me was very disruptive. He would come to my mum's house, he would cause a nuisance, he would follow me. And it kind of scared me because I hadn't seen him for a long time. And then now he's come into the picture and he's demanding to see me. I had to speak with a social worker and she asked me, do I want to see my dad? And I said yes. And the reason being is because I wanted to know who my father was. I wanted to get to know him. He was a stranger to me. And I think it's a dream for every young girl to be a daddy's girl. But I actually ended up having to live with him, which was not a decision of my own. My stepdad influenced that decision because my dad was too disruptive. So he wanted to kind of get me out of the picture so that he could live his family life. So I was around 11, 12 when I went to live with my dad, quite a young age. The experience there was quite difficult. So financially, he would always provide, so I wasn't lacking in that sense. But having emotional support, having someone I can talk to, I can share my thoughts with, share my fears with, my worry, just to communicate with and have that kind of emotional support I didn't have from him. I was often always in my room doing things by myself because I didn't feel comfortable to have a relationship with my dad. Whilst I was staying with him, there were a lot of choices I wanted to make in terms of my future. I couldn't discuss it with him because he didn't seem to have interest. It's like he fought for me to come, but then when I came to the house, there was no support, and this really started to affect me inside. As I continued living with my dad, he actually got married and he brought this woman over from another country. I didn't know her very well, but over the weekends I would go and visit my mum. I went to visit her rather on one of the weekends, and my dad was out of the country, so my stepmother tried to contact me and said she wants for me to come and look after her child. And my mum said no, if she wants to she needs to come and speak to me. Not too long after that, I was at my mum's house and I received a phone call from my dad. And he told me on the phone, he's like, he doesn't want anything to do with me. He doesn't love me. I'm not his child. He only has one daughter. At that moment, my father disowned me. And at that moment, it was a shock because I was around 13, 14 years old. I was at my mum for the weekend thinking everything was fine, and then suddenly the situation escalated to the point that my dad is telling me he doesn't want me anymore. After this happened, it was also very difficult for me to see men in a good way because I'd been rejected by my own dad. I didn't have a great relationship with my stepdad, so I found it difficult for me to even want to be in a relationship because I didn't trust men. I didn't think that anyone would be there to support me, and this really affected my relationship with men. So after this happened, I ended up living back with my mum. So it was a change of environment again. But I saw that it really started to affect me at school because it really affected my self-esteem. I wasn't very confident. I mean, I felt like the rejection meant that I wasn't good enough. So I started to go down in my studies. It would affect my studies a lot. The teacher would think that it's maybe because of behavioral problems, because of the friends I was with. But really and truly, it was because I had suffered this rejection from my father and it made me to feel like I'm not good enough, so I used to struggle a lot. But that was really the first time I saw that this situation had affected me in a major way. I came to the Universal Church with my mum. So me and my siblings, we came because we were told to. And when I first came, I didn't really want to come as a youngster. You don't really want to be in church. But when I came, the environment is really what caught my attention. There were a lot of people my age group in the church. My journey of faith in the church started with it taking me quite a while to understand the things of faith. I was there, I would come to the services, I would hear the messages, but for a while it's just because I liked the environment that I was attending. But then I started to see transformation in people around me, the young people, my friends around me. I started to see something different happening inside of them. And it made me to understand that I need to know God for myself. So in order for me to receive the Holy Spirit, I understood that I had to surrender a lot of things. I was holding a lot of grudges, resentment. I was very doubtful. I didn't believe that God wanted to use me. So in order for me to move forward, I knew I had to let go of these things. So the first thing that I worked on was forgiving my dad and my stepdad. That was the most important thing because it was something that was holding me back a lot. And as I was going through my journey of seeking for the Holy Spirit, I also had to surrender my unbelief. I really struggled with believing that God wanted to give me the Holy Spirit. And I knew that that was something that was stopping me from receiving. So I had to surrender. And once I had surrendered those things, it was very easy for me to receive the Holy Spirit. Since receiving the Holy Spirit, my life has completely transformed. Within myself, I'm confident, I believe in myself, I no longer doubt in myself. And in terms of my relationship with my father, we have a good relationship. I have a good job. God has been providing for me and my husband. And overall, I'm just very, very happy that I have the presence of God inside of me and I have a relationship with God and that I know who God is.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
And as every single day you had the opportunity to hear the real story of a person. Priscilla's story is proving to all of us that sometimes when we are facing certain problems, we may have an opportunity to, to fight in a different way, to react in a different way, to see the situation from a different perspective, and to achieve what we are looking for. And especially nowadays, Andrea, where people live so much on appearance, and it's so important to have a good picture. It's so important to be perfect on that picture. It's so important to have something that we can post on our social media and have a higher number of likes, where people, sometimes they are more concerned in what others are thinking about them than what they do have or what they really do for themselves. And in love life, this is also happening. There's a huge question mark, and what people are thinking, what people they say about me, what my family thinks. I don't have a person at this moment. I'm still alone. I did not get married. I have no partner. I'm living by myself. I just have my cat living with me. Well, there are many reasons to make a person to feel this discomfort or uncomfortable with the situation they are facing in life. And as Priscilla was sharing with us, it's possible for us to use this tool called trust, called faith, in order to fight against the difficulties, moments, or the challenges that we have in life, the things that are trying to drain all our strength away. And once we do it, once we start taking the right steps, Andrea, sometimes we are able to see what was behind this problem, what can be done in order to solve the problem. And a person is able, in the case of Priscilla, to go around everything that was going on. And today, she is on the top of everything. I want to mean her life is completely transformed.
And if you were listening to us, or if you have been listening to us, we have been talking about the one. Is it a myth? And we were discussing in regards to that, because sometimes the people they imagine this perfect life or this perfect people, and when they go through problems, they think, they go to the other extreme. I am the only one going through this. And they imagine that all other people's life or the person that lives close or the neighbor has a perfect life. But everyone goes through problems. Everyone goes through difficult moments. We had our own story, our own past story. You've heard Priscilla's testimony. So it doesn't matter what you have been going through, because it's possible if you believe, if you don't lose the hope, and if you participate. Usually we talk about the love therapy, because it's a seminar, it's for free, it happens every Thursday 8 p.m. but because we learn a lot, even in regards to family, how to deal with difficult situations that probably they marked our childhood and our adulthood even, and you have no way, you have no hope. Maybe you lost hope because you've seen everything coming down, everything broken inside your house or the household.
So this coming Thursday, 8 p.m., learning how to uproot what is feeding any kind of negative emotion or a problem in your life. 232 Seven Sisters Road, London, N43 NX, 5 minutes away from Finsbury Park train station. If you want, you can give us a call to 020-7686-6000. Help Center is open every single day from 6:30 in the morning until the end of the day. You can pop in at any time, and if you'd like to talk to one of us, you can do it, and you don't need to pay anything to receive any advice. Well, may God bless you all. The Love Talk Show will come back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Bye-bye.
You attend the Love Therapy seminars here in the Cathedral of Miracles. I want to ask you, what were your first impressions of the Love Therapy?
At first, I was a bit apprehensive about the love therapy because I think I automatically assumed that if you attend the love therapy, you want to meet someone, start a relationship. But as I started to come, I really saw, wow, like you can actually use what you learn to invest in your relationship with God and how much that God is involved in our love life. So, you know, my kind of thoughts towards love life before was very much like affection, very much all of the emotional parts. But attending the love therapy, I started to learn that no, there's actually a spiritual side that is actually the foundation of our love life. And so coming, I started to enjoy it more, and now I attend a lot more as well.
Would you say there's any kind of past traumas or experiences that you had before attending the love therapy within yourself, or maybe even a past relationship? And how did you deal with that, if so?
Yes, so I'd say growing up, I always kind of thought that love life was, yes, those having attention, being affectionate, receiving from others. But coming to the love therapy, I learned that firstly, I need to understand that God loves me. And if He is first, then that relationship that I have in the future with someone, I'll be able to learn how to love them properly because I have that foundation with God, and that I don't need to have those, I guess, that attention from my partner to feel validated. I don't need those physical external things that come with love life. Those things are, I guess, are the bonus for a relationship to work. For a true relationship to work is to first be with God and then use what I learned from my relationship with God with my partner to be a blessing.
What would you say is the most significant change then that you've seen within yourself, whether it's for personal growth and experience that you've had by attending the love therapy?
I'd say it's definitely an improvement in my standards. So understanding what standards I should have in a relationship, not compromising my faith for anyone, and understanding that it's a blessing when you really take those steps in your love life with God, not running ahead, not being in, let's say, a rush or being anxious, but when you put God first in every single step, knowing that, okay, at least, you know, I'm putting God first, this is gonna come to pass, this is gonna be a blessing, or it's gonna be a lesson, but God is in the midst, so I'm gonna be good.
And how would you then describe your relationships, or how would you describe your love life today?
I'd say that God is in control at the moment. There's nothing to come yet, but as I attend the love therapy, I'm continuing to learn, prepare myself for that future person, and also just understanding how to be a blessing around those, my family, my friends, those who I know as well.
Want to experience the love therapy for yourself? Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park. You'll be inspired.
Welcome to the Universal Church. A place that invites you in with open arms. A place where you are greeted with a smile and you can feel at home. A place where you can step in and know that it's all about God. The Universal Church is open 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We have 4 services every day, to target a specific area of your life. This is so that no matter how busy your schedule is, you won't have to miss out. You can receive the help that you need, whether it's for your finances, health, family, love life, or spiritual development. We run a 24-hour helpline, providing spiritual support whenever you need it. You can reach us anytime, day or night, on 020 7686 6000. And if you prefer to message, you can also contact us on WhatsApp at 020 7686 6010. Free face-to-face guidance is also on hand with experienced advisors who can support you with your life challenges. So, pop into your local Universal Church, where helping people is what drives us. For details and locations, visit uckg.org.
That's a wrap on today's Love Talk Show, where every conversation brings you closer to intelligent love. We'll be back soon with more love, more truth, and more talk. Until next time, keep practicing intelligent love.